get started. Okay. Probably should have stretched before starting. But we're here now. You're coming with?
Or...
We're directly going to Praetorium.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're right. We were right there. Okay.
That's where we stopped.
You want to tank it or heal it?
I will coin flip it for you if you want.
Yeah, sure. I got a tank and a healer that I could.
Okay. So, I think this is out of 999, right?
Yes.
So, above 500 tank, below healer.
Okay.
You were tanking.
I'm tanking? Oh.
Alright. That said, hello? Wait, I did check this right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, cutscenes turned on.
I mean, it matters a lot less for Praetorium, but...
That's true, that you can't skip them anyway.
It matters a lot less, but... Alright, you good?
I will have a license plate for this, though.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't... I didn't do anything with this number.
It's okay, maybe the ad break incoming will be the exact amount of time we need to wait for the Praetorium to pop.
Maybe. This is like peak time for weekday though, so.
Yeah.
I just hope I remember how to play this.
Oh, for Gunbreaker?
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
I'm sure you'd be fine. I'm sure you'll remember. It's basically a DPS class.
Your DBS in a trench coat.
Yeah. I do think it was what was it? It was 2 machinists and a samurai, and in a Jokat's video.
Maybe.
I think it was pretty apt. Yes, I know you're charged. Thank you. I don't know if that was a helicopter, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if that was picked up on mic, but if it is, amazing. No. Mm-hmm. On the one hand, this kind of feels like waiting for the waiting for main scenario roulette has double DPS.
Ugh.
Hmm. So I can stand. Oh, my feet goes through it. Let's see. Just out of curiosity. We fly off from here. Yeah, it should be over there. Yes, I know I can't fly any higher. I'm not trying to. I even went down. How much further down do you want me to be? Okay. If I'm way over here, you can't complain, right? Oh. This is landable terrain?
Huh.
Is this land? Oh. That was too optimistic. So okay, so it just stops me. Such devastation? Why, yes. I think it happens over there. And this time, it will be my intention. How are you, Steven? Oh, I will cancel queue then. Where? Why can't I click it? I mean, if you want to join, I can stop. Oh.
Oh. Well.
Tragic. It's okay. The next bit you can join for. Because with Final Fantasy, there is always a next bit. But Steven, what is Porta? I don't know what that is. God, the amount of times I've had to see this cutscene.
I know.
Porta these nuts. I don't get it. All the time, every time.
On my end, it's so weird watching this with no music.
Oh, because you turned yours down?
Yeah, I turned it off.
Hmm.
So otherwise it'll overlap. Get this over with.
Huzzah. Crystal's usually impossible to get to.
It has to be pretty small.
Is it Balmung's fault?
No, actually.
Wait, I don't have roll. Do I? No. No, I do not. So, while I do appreciate it being shortened, I do kind of miss needing to bum rush the teleport.
I hated that, actually.
I only miss it because it was unique.
Oh, that's
It's always Balmung's fault. There's fun things folks will never get to experience. Yep. Tragically true.
I still think one of the best you had to be there moments was the launch of Ravenostor.
Yeah.
Those chocobos.
Always.
Oh my god, the collateral damage was nuts.
I still affectionately refer to that as the, what's it? The Bloody Shores of Yangsha.
The bloody that's actually pretty good.
The red chocobos. Yeah. But yeah. You've definitely skipped over a large part of the old praetorium now, which is a little bittersweet. I just realized they're both casters. Scathe. Let's see, I think we had to... No, it's not here. We had to drop down from, like, up there, I think. Alright, now we sit back, enjoy. Zalera, yeah. Sid boy me. It concerns your father. Knowing what I know, what he's talking about, in what is it? What was it? Shadowbringer? Yeah, Shadowbringers. Like post game stuff. Kind of fun. Looking back on this moment. Also, I would voice act this, but I think it moves faster than I can speak it. And if I try to speak it, it's gonna flub. Or maybe I could. It is your destiny. It lies not with the Empire. Pity. What of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common... Oh, too fast. How very glib. They also removed a lot of dialogue from here. Some of the more iconic ones that, at the very least, I remember. This fight used to be such a joke.
What do you mean used to be?
It's a joke for a different reason now.
I just realized it looks like this thing is broken from behind.
Why are you looking at its butt?
It's right there. I don't know what you mean.
There's a bunch of dialogue you remember being part of it, and now it's no longer
You'll
there.
see what I mean.
Well, I'm gonna be looking at my hotbar. Also, watching it zoom with that really fast walk is so good. Already addled. Oh. I wish I had triple cast. Not that I need it, but ah. So back over this way, there used to be the place where we had to get our car keys.
You have to actually go through this entire ordeal to get them. Or getting your matches.
Yep. And if you didn't get your car keys, you couldn't get any armor. And you couldn't really go back up without any difficulty. Yeah. Why is this an auto mod? Alright. No, we're allowing this. It's funny. Which didn't like you saying the word boned. There's also the cutscene there. Yeah. I didn't even realize boned was something that people cared about. Oh yeah, and we had to, let's see, we had to break the wall down to the stairs too. I also remember there being like 9 colossi here. This is still 2. That is so fragile.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah, a little worse than that.
Really worse.
Well, because remember, we used to have 8 people in this. So I think it was like scaled to that, but even then it feels like the arms are way weaker. Because we had to sit there for like a good 10 seconds, I think, for each arm. This is the Bendizium door from Metroid Prime. We need super missiles. Beautiful. You did well, Maggie. Off we trot then. Paying respects to our little mammoth Magitech armor.
Oh, here we go.
I will never ever get over his helmet. It does look cool, but how does he see in front of him? The fangs are right there. I also have to have great appreciation that you could see him have access to the comms across everywhere here. Remember when ranged LB3 was a strat? Yeah. If we had a ranged person, then they were told to do it, but then again, this was also the same dungeon where we were, at least at the time, shepherded like at light speed through the whole place. So at the very least, when I first had to be taken through it for some reason, I remember my my FC leader took me into it unsynced, but I don't think I could have skipped it. No, wait. No, that was the time that I could skip cutscenes. So he took me through it, and I skipped as much as I could. So the very first time I experienced Praetorium, I didn't actually see very much. I just got to the fights, and then I think by the time we got, or by the time that they got to Nero, between the loading times, I was able to finally get to the Magitech armor. But then now that they instituted no cutscene skips ever here, it's not quite the same as what I remember. I feel like it would have been a better, an aura move if he let it fall into his hand. That would have been cool. But alas, Nero. I believe it is you who will be made to yield. I don't know if I said it, but I do appreciate how they actually made the fights here a bit more complex. Not a lot, mind you, but a bit more complex.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. I was so smug for a second.
Yeah, literally all of 1 second.
Prey ultimate.
I would hate that, actually. Thank God that's never gonna happen. We already got ultimate weapons. Ultimate.
The beloved. Ooh. I heard someone level up.
Me? No, it can't be.
How would Prey ultimate work, though? Would it literally just be the Colossus into Nero into Gaius? And it would all just be in the elevator shaft? I like how I'm nodding as if he can hear the nod.
I know, right?
Unskippable cutscenes, original Prey, but difficulty cranked up to 100. So you're saying you wanted back to 8-man dungeon. 8-man dungeon in the style of an Alliance raid?
Oof.
Actually, near level difficulty, Praetorium. It would be mixed with Castro. It would be the gauntlet. It would suck.
Yeah, well, especially if they bring back
But-
the old Livia fight.
Ew.
Oh, it was me.
Nice. Not in range, my ass. Okay. Ooh! Made it. A 2-hour-long thing. Don't people go for in a... What's it? The new Chaotic Alliance raid? Isn't that a 2-hour ordeal anyway? Not sure. Okay. That's my assumption anyway. Also, people normally go into raid nights for that long, I think. Haven't played it. Ah. Raid progress is doing like 8-hour shifts. Oh god. I guess my only experience with what I know or who I know does raids, it's literally just Nest. So I do like check my Twitch following, and I see that he's live or one of the other members is live. I'm like, huh. And then I look back at like several hours later, and they're still live.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe
Oh no.
In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead. Though your
You
comrades
stream for
only
5 hours
rarely
tops.
respond in kind,
I
which is
would
strange.
say that, but sometimes I hit 6 hours for no reason because I'm
Are there
Stubborn.
12 otherwise
I'm
engaged?
either stubborn or not paying attention.
Understand they were your protectors.
Well, if you're not paying attention, that means you're having a good time. You're in the zone.
Guardians, why do you not repeat them
I feel like those don't have to be mutually exclusive.
and call them
Or not.
Yeah.
They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether.
Gods need prayer
Gods
badly.
are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
Darwinian logic never served everyone perfectly.
Knowing this, when a single path is open to the infinite, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death.
You only say this because you have a means of subjugating a primal.
And in this land of
If you didn't have that, you would literally just be on Magitech and flailing.
come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, but none among you has the power to stop me.
Whatever you say, Gaius.
That's okay. I tuned him out. Oh,
That comes to bargain.
we have indeed come to bargain. Dormammu! I do really like the additions they made to this fight. This version of it is decent. Yeah. That's on Cleve, does it? That would have been extremely funny. I think Cerulean was pretty cool. Oh. Oh no. Anyway. Yeah! Now, though we have the nice conclusion to that, I don't like how that works out narratively. Because he put his whole fucking ass into this fight. And, he just walks away. And
Yeah.
we let him.
Yeah.
Hi, Michaela. Yeah, see, they left out the... Okay, I don't know if it was, like, part of the deleted cutscenes, but it seems like we didn't actually get to see him close the door behind him and walk away. So now this is even more incongruous, because we don't see him make any real attempt at making an escape to the machine. Alright, get in the robot, Shinji. I really appreciate that it opens up like that, like an Evangelion. Despite my misgivings with the machine. When you know the story behind the machines. Yeah. Actually, wait, are you talking about these machines? Or the Evangelions? Fair enough. So yeah. I find it funny that my first experience seeing this silhouette is Final Fantasy X. And then it's a super boss version in the Monster Arena. That was wild. Oh, another one. Let's see, warn, timeout, ban. Okay. Off we trot then, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna rail against the weird narrative decision between here and here. Or between the Gaius fight and now. Because I've seen the cutscene 8 million times by this point, so it's hard not to notice that glaring flaw. I'm aware that A Realm Reborn is like also 8 million years ago. So this is kind of like old man yelling at clouds, but the clouds are also from a time long past. So I know that my complaining doesn't mean anything, but I just want to know why we let him walk away. That's all I want, man. I want to know why. It's not like he even seemed that worse for wear. He just, like... He said he was done with the fight for now, and then he walked away to the machine. For plot. I know you're right, but I hate that you're right. So he can power up and get stronger and learn humility when he beats him again. Yeah. So you're saying he had a sensu bean. 100%, yeah. He did turn Super Saiyan, so that does track. Which makes me wonder if that's a Garlean trait. Oh. Collision. You have no FC bonuses? I'm sorry. Wait, hang on. What is this hitbox? I'm so confused. It's a square here, rounded here, cut off here, and then the foot. Okay. Hitbox is badly designed. Yeah. I wouldn't have found that out if I didn't have a chance to wander. Wait, what was that cave? That, Tootie's got some over it. I think you've been playing too much data every day. I'm just kidding, play more of it. Yeah, what was that cave in Final Fantasy X that this thing was? It was like off of the Comlands. But yeah, I remember needing Arn in the front with... not Sentinel. Initiative? Whichever one lets you have the first strike no matter what, because there was always a goddamn Morble. And it always did ambush, so you needed it to not get bad breathed into oblivion. You didn't play 10? Okay. That's fair. That means you didn't get to experience the, what was his name? James Arnold Taylor's famous laugh. But I'm sure you've seen, like, the laugh itself, because everyone memed it and clipped it forever. You've heard it? Yeah. Ten was a time, man. Although I do know that, like, the basis of weapons came from 7. It's been an even longer time since I played that one, though. I do have a... I have Remake Intergrade, I think is the title. But I've always been unsure of my rig, whether or not I'd be able to play it, because I've been playing, or not been playing. When I did play Monster Hunter Wilds, I was playing it a lot, and then an update came out that like made everything start to stutter, and this is after I upgraded my rig to the very latest that my motherboard would allow, because I just didn't want to make a whole ass new setup. So this is the best that I can do with what I have, which is not ideal, but it's what I can use. So even with my upgraded setup right now, I can kind of play Monster Hunter with limited stuttering. If I downscale it to 30 FPS, it becomes playable again, but then I'm playing at 30 FPS and it still doesn't feel stable. So given that, and that's like one of the latest games out there, I know that Remake looks extremely heavy to run. So I am worried that I won't be able to play it like at a relatively pretty level, much less streaming it. So who knows? With streaming setup, running it. Oh, running as well, it gets spicy. Yeah. Just accept it running at 30 FPS. Yeah. I may have to accept that, but I know that some people don't like watching that either. So I'm hard-pressed to want that to happen too. Let you have guns for hands as a class. I mean, I wasn't gonna say machinist would be the class to do that with, but they've already done that in the, what was that mobile game? The Brave Exvius machinist style, where you just have a bunch of machines that you're holding with your hands. But yeah, I think it would be cool to have a Barrett style class. There's a reason you stream the games you do. They all work on your rig without killing it. I mean, that's smart. Even this game kind of I've gotten it to where it doesn't look like it's stuttering, but I do feel it tear graphically sometimes. But also, I have to contend, Steven, that you play Baldur's Gate. That is a heavy game. Which I also play, but I mean, after I upgraded my rig, it handles a lot better. After the Dawn Trail graphics update, it suffered a ton. Yeah. I have heard that for a lot of other people too. Your GPU runs spicy when you stream it. Yeah, I figure as much. Me and my friends play Baldur's Gate during, or usually on Wednesday evenings. But it's the only day we play it. So if one of us is not available, then we don't. So I'm just like, oh, okay. But yeah, I think you guys are about to reach where I haven't been story-wise, which is both exciting and sad. Very curious to hear your reactions regardless. Are there no healers? I'm tempted to just... You know Melanie doesn't tune in for that reason. That's fair. Okay. If by 12 minutes, 30 seconds, it does not pop, I will switch to Sage. You would come in, but your sub's dead. It's okay. I would not ask you to sub just for one story beat. You can swap? No, it's okay. I can fight lasers with lasers. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to know he has lasers. Oh wait, no, I saw him do it. Never mind. You're gonna eat pizza? Okay.
Yeah, I could have cooked my noodles. I thought that you would pop right away.
Yeah, I mean, this is the whole thing about queuing is DPS and these things, because there's
me with you.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's a preponderance of DPS queuing for all of these things, and that's just like the truth of playing this game. Everyone likes doing damage, but not everyone considers the quote-unquote support classes to be quote-unquote doing damage, which no, you're doing damage.
Why I like playing support classes.
Yeah. I mean, the whole game is designed around everyone doing damage, so why are you making a fuss about the role label? Okay, I gave it a minute more than I said, so I'm gonna I'm gonna break this and swap. Alright. Apologies, guys. DPS queues on Primal used to be an hour?
Yeah.
Plus?
They used to be way back when.
Ugh. Horrible.
That's why I didn't play without chat, because chat would play as healer with me.
I'm gonna see me ready. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. That's what it took.
That's, yep. Alright, technically you have time to eat your pizzas now. Oh, wait. Why didn't I get a cut scene? Oh, I turned it off. I'm stupid. Oh well. I haven't double checked that. I'm stupid. Alright. Oops. You need stance.
Oh, that's right. It turns off because that's something.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Heidelin said the words. If thou wouldst triumph, thou must look to the light. Full disclosure, I do remember the times that we did main scenario roulette back in the day, when that would be an hour-long queue. Kinda was. Not a lot, but kinda. Rude. I know it's 0. I want to laser you anyway. This entire fight is Gaius just going, inconceivable! This might be late. Now we're good. It's been a while, I forgot what happened. Huzzah.
But the ultimate weapon is all-powerful. Why does my enemy still stand?
Behold, blah blah brea.
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
La Brea.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal she bears.
So, this is what empowers her.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the ultimate weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly.
Plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Oh, and we're just gonna abuse it?
What magic do you speak?
Ooh, maliciously.
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
Lahabrea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you,
The hour is at hand. Behold, but a sliver of my god's power.
And he just lets Lahabrea control it.
From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Well, well. Gaius, say the line!
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Heidelin. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
I am an adventurer. Whew. Isn't gonna sting. Never mind. Rocky. Less lucky.
Okay.
He is lucky that I had had my eye on that. Again. I wonder if he's taking it just because he thinks he can. Okay, now this part. This is cool. Cool. Good, good.
That was pathetic.
A little bit.
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm.
What about your cost?
The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray.
Whatever, guys.
Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
Regardless of the strength that I have, the chains of commanding are not bindings that I want. Huzzah.
Nice.
You bring up a fantastic point.
Oh, come on, you got.
It is the illustrious practice known as teabagging.
Yeah, I know. Just the ultimate disrespect.
Yeah. Alright. It's enough disrespect for now. Sup, nerd?
Pathetic.
無駄者だ。
Boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man.
Gotta make sure Gaius always remembers that moment. I agree. Such humiliation.
Such humor.
The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn. Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals.
Hang on, I had to remember what button that was. So, thank you, Steven, for redeeming your one bald. As promised.
Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
You missed the wig already. Oh, yeah.
Oh, did somebody?
Yeah, Steven redeemed. Okay. You can have this moment while I use the restroom. Enjoy the baldness.
His tracker's focusing on me because that's...
Okay.
Your tracker went focusing on me because you weren't here.
No. Oh well. Saitama looking at. Okay. So switch back to this. Now, I've never done this fight in this way. I don't need the wig to be beautiful. Thank you. So yeah, I haven't done this since they changed it, so this is gonna be funny. Yeah, it's a solo duty now. Because it used to be, like, you would literally fight... You would fight him right after... right after Ultimate Weapon. So that meant the Praetorium was all of that, all of what we just did in the last hour and a half, in one duty. It's a full gauntlet. Alright, let's get going. Very soon. Just kidding. Oh, right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
So blessed to learn you missed the old version. I mean, the fights themselves I didn't mind. It was just how long it was. See me on the other side? Yeah. Kept you waiting, huh? He told you the stories of how it used to be? Yeah.
You didn't do old praetorium ever?
Hmm?
Could have sworn you said it when we did work.
No, I did. I meant this part. What do you mean?
You've never done this. You've never done it when it was.
When it was, yeah, when it was made a solo duty.
It was actually pretty dicey. When I attempted it for the second time and realized, oh, this is a solo duty, it actually kept me on my toes there for a while.
We'll find out.
I feel like this is more fitting as a solo duty.
That feels like an addle. Oh god. Okay. Have I had the means to heal myself? I remember that cast. You get free player? How dare. Oh jeez, okay. This guy has a lot of health. Like a lot of health. Add all that. Never mind. Maybe I'll remember that cast this time. Oh, you bitch. Okay. In fairness, this does put a lot of respect back on him from my perspective. What the hell did you just do? Uh oh. I don't have Addle. Okay, it's fine. Ow! The fuck? The fuck? Okay. Am I in danger? Oh no. I feel like I messed this up. This is cool. Why can't I do that? Oh. I still died. Was that a fail state? Cool. Okay. My heart still beats. Which means I didn't hear no bell. How nice of you to put up the theme music. Oh my god, I actually have an aura. But he left. Oh, you're back. Round 2, let's go. Yeah. Triple. Yeah, you should concede. I have a rant about possessed bodies and voices. Someone remind me to do it later. Okay. This is the tracking one. Yeah. Oh, shit. Made it.
Fuck it, blah blah blah.
Hmm. I'm actually curious if you could have succeeded his ad phase.
I know I didn't make it.
Hmm. I don't remember this one.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
Oh, is this where I got the idea to do that? That must have been where I got the idea. You think it's meant to be a scripted loss? That's fair. I don't know if I was doing optimal level 50
What?
black mage rotations, but that felt like that was the best I could do. Hmm. Oh, this is cool. Friendship is magic. So, where's the body?
With anchored. Just never catch a break.
No.
You need to get out of there.
Zed! Zed, I need you! Monsieur Curé. Yes. I believe that's referring to me. It's good to see you, Maggie.
Made it.
Let's get out of here.
His butt.
That's a little... That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll allow it.
And so my conquest ends, Cid.
Mm-hmm.
In smoke and ashes.
So, where's the body?
Here.
Again?
Feel.
I just did all of those things. Sorry to jet, but I'm in a hurry.
daughter.
Oh wait, what was the line before that?
Darkness hath fled.
I can't believe I lost this scum!
Spirit. Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea,
You.
with thee at its heart.
Oh.
From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth. Blessings and joy be upon thee. Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
My lady, all Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral, all hands accounted for.
She's still in there.
Oh, they're talking about me.
Sid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation!
She's going to make it, I know she is. Ida is right. We must have faith. Sid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Heidelin. Please light her way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou wilt see thy companions return safe to
Oh.
reach out to them now.
There!
Hmm?
Oh!
Speaking of Star Fox.
I know, right?
Don't ever give up, my son.
Our warrior of
You've become so strong, Fox.
Yes! The hero returns!
Thancred is with her.
I like how they both pointed.
I know, right?
Thank the 12!
Thank Heidelin.
Actually, literally.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome home.
Alright, once we're not in cutscene, I'll look at the chat. Yes.
You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Mind your horns,
Bruh.
Campbell.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Okay, I guess they're doing credits full. Once we're not in cutscene, while we're about to be in cutscene for another 20 minutes. I'm sorry! I haven't actually seen this part.
And even if we could, we know that
No way Yoshiki didn't take inspiration. I mean, that's fair. 100% Star Fox. You heard Beacon of Hope as Vegan of Hope.
God may be unknown to us.
I'm debating whether or not I like that more.
Unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat.
Yeah, Star Fox 64 is fun.
Nevertheless,
let's see, how do I want to say this? I obviously do not condone emulation. You should not do it, but should there be means available to you, you should play Star Fox 64.
for now we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
Oh, that was Kyle Aber? Interesting. Okay, speaking of voices, I remember now. When a being possesses someone else's body, I really hope that more pieces of media decide to make the possessed body emulate the acting of the possessor, because that makes so much more sense. There's no way that the vocal cords are also just magically transplanted. It should reflect the body that it's in. The voice should reflect that.
Let their shared victories serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery
So that
in the
said,
face of adversity
I
inspire
didn't
future
actually see who
generations.
Thancred's voice actors, but he should have been emulating Kyle Aber's performance in that. You can find it at the retro game store. Yeah. I don't have my 64 anymore, but
So long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
I might do
So
a
long as our
Star Fox
champion
64
stands fast,
playthrough.
For there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a
If for
blind
no
eye
other reason than
the
to experience
suffering
the
of our
hilariously crunchy audio deliveries.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Just as we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
I like to imagine he just clinked against the first staff there.
Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
The fact that games back then had voice acting with how little memory there was available on the cartridges is wild. I agree.
5 years since
The amount of memory it needed for that is insane, yeah. Audio compression was very definitely needed at that time, and I am also impressed with how well they fit voice acting on any N64 cartridge.
by dwelling on the past. It was not the
I feel like Star
past
Fox
they
64
fought
made the best use of it because they made it intentionally
for, by
crunchy.
looking to the future.
Because it was meant to simulate radio comms. which is really nice.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th astral era. Now, the 7th umbral era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
So wait, eras are decreed, they're not denoted? Why do they have this memorized? Oh my god, they said the title. Title drop. And you're trying to learn C, one of the biggest things was drilled in was memory management. Yeah. Hi, Grandpa. Yeah. I had a little bit of experience with C programming language during college. It wasn't a lot, but enough that I can kind of like glean what happens in a code if I look at it. But yeah. At least back then, like, obviously, N64 cartridges have a certain limitation to them. Because CDs were a lot more modular, but Nintendo didn't want to use CDs. I forget why. But at least on cartridges, it's significantly more limited. So, of course, yeah, memory management is very necessary. So it does stand to reason that a lot of compression had to happen. I'm curious. Let's look this up. How much storage on N64 cartridge? Answers banger song, yeah. Which is why I'm trying to be quiet about about my search. Oh, it is just 64-bit or megabytes. I could have sworn it was named for something different, but that's fine. Yeah, 64 megabytes is not large. Because I also remember having to I guess that's kind of incriminating, but looking at file sizes of certain things, I thought they would be bigger. Or I remember them being bigger, but that might have been mods. Actually, yeah, that's probably mods. They had super small amount of memory, yeah. Expansion pack. True.
Because we've been through the whole, like, all the way up through Endwalker, the song just gets different.
Yeah. Oh hey, Odin. We didn't actually do this. The expansion pack helped. I think I remember the first time I needed that was... It was either DK64 or Majora's Mask. I don't remember which game I played first from it. Yes, give me that guitar. It's the GOAT. It's the GOAT. He's so good. So can your beloved. You're so right. Majora's Mask is your favorite game? It's a very good one. I feel like I can't recommend Majora's Mask as like an entry to the Zelda series. Ocarina of Time and I would actually say Breath of the Wild would be like good entry points to the series. But I think definitely the second game in, you can say Majora's Mask, yes, recommend. You agree with that take 100%? Thank you. There are parts of me that do want to revisit a lot of different entries into the Zelda series, but I had to be very careful about not updating my Switch. And at least for the older ones, I had to find methods. I think my favorite Zelda is still Twilight Princess, after all these years, though. Like, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom are all fun. They express a more free-form adventure, which in itself is not bad. But for people who are looking for a more structured story, the new games do not scratch that itch. Twilight Princess is tied with Ocarina for second favorite. I mean, that's good. I think I would have all those three in contention, and Wind Waker very, very closely behind. So I think if I were to rank them myself, it would be Twilight Princess, Ocarina. Yeah, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. Top 3 are easily in contention for top 1. That's fair. But yeah. Let's see. I think Skyward Sword gets a bad rap, but
what I like about Skyward Sword, though, is that it gives more substance to the Master Sword being as powerful as it is.
Yeah. I kind of wish they did the naming differently, though.
Yeah, I will never not give that game crap for how shitty the dragon designs are.
You like your bulbous fishmen? Skyward Sword got a bad rap because they focused too hard on motion controls. I can see that being an argument. Yeah, no. I do remember having that experience. Getting a stab on the Wii Motion Plus was a nightmare. Because if you're stabbing, like, even at a slightly wrong, like, not horizontal angle, you don't get the stab. It has to be, like, you have to shove the Wiimote towards the sensor bar directly. If it's at an angle, you don't get the stab. On its face, though, I didn't mind the motion controls. They just proved that I was bad against fighting the past bokoblins with the stun baton swords. Motion controls made it hard to play, though. That's fair. I mean, it took some doing, but I didn't mind them after a while. The remake taking it out made it worthwhile. I can see that. I didn't get it on Switch though. I still have my memories of Skyward Sword on Wii in all its delicious, what is it, 240p. I remember having a little, I think it was a little dongle that you plugged the initial RGB cables into, and then you plugged that. No, wait, no. The place that you plugged the RGB cables into, there was an HDMI adapter thing that you could put into there. There was still like kind of like funkiness using it, but at the very least you could attach it to a monitor. And while that permitted delays in control, it was still really nice to be able to not need a CRT. Because having a CRT is both cumbersome and really space intensive. I remember having a lot of time spent on my one CRT in my room. It was like an old white VCR included Panasonic CRT. It was beautiful. It was in my room once.
I know.
I think so.
I think I saw that like the first time I went to visit you.
Yeah. I think I got rid of it when I got that dongle. It's cumbersome, but damn if you wouldn't go back to having one given the opportunity. You see, I would also do that, but one, I haven't set my Wii back up in a very long time. And two, finding space and a stand that can hold a CRT is rough. Because those things are heavy. Even like a standard like 16, or I think what I had was a 16-inch. Like even my 16-inch, that was huge. Huge and heavy. But it would be cool to have a CRT again, or at the very least, something equivalent, you know? Because there wasn't a lot of things that can compare to the refresh rate and the actual display that a CRT would provide. All them tubes, yeah. It was fun, like, teaching people what the acronym of a CRT was. And they're like, there's tubes in there? Like, yes. Yes, there were. So many tubes. You're making me want to just, like, up and stream N64 stuff. And you can use the bunny ear antennas. Dude, I think the one that I had the one that you could fold down, because I didn't need it. But I do remember the ones that you needed to do that, because it needed signal that way. That was the time. And then cable came and happened, so the need for antennas dissipated with the wind. Let's see. And Elgato is on your list for game capture. I have a... At least for my Switch, I have a weird little... I don't think it's an Elgato, but it is a tiny little capture card. Kind of dinky. It holds up well enough, but I also haven't tried it in a while, so maybe that won't be true the next time I try it. You can probably use it to stream. I have. The VODs don't exist anymore, but I did, for my test streams, play 1000 Year Door on my Switch. Excuse me. It held up okay. There were some times when the audio of from the Switch didn't go through the capture card. So there was one old VOD that I remember that I had to play the game audio from the monitor to pick up on the mic, which was very jank and hilarious. 1000 Year Door, your beloved. It is my favorite Paper Mario. And I could go on a rant about Paper Mario games if you want me to, but I won't go into it unless asked. But yeah, the only thing okay, just very briefly, I can't have an opinion on the N64 Paper Mario because I didn't play that one. I do know enough about it because I watched too many video essays. Oh, a feast. Drumsticks. Give me the chicken. You have the N64 one if I want to play it sometime. That would be nice, but I also don't have an N64, so if you lend it to me, I would also be borrowing your N64. I also don't have the HDMI adapter thingy, if I remember. So I don't want to deprive you of your N64 to do so. Actually, I wonder if I do have it. I haven't actually looked for it. I wonder if it's attached to my Wii still. But then again... do the seas ride high for all? You know, store, I can easily get them if I want a console. See, I would consider that. But, I would need to ensure that I have, one, the desk space to do so. Because an N64 is kind of fat.
It is. I miss playing on it, though, sometimes.
Yeah. Dude, the controllers are kind of jank, though.
They were. But I just remember spending hours playing Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
Like, the Star Fox 64 and Ocarina of Time, like, those were the games I played a ton as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Star Fox 64, Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. That's another one I played.
That was before I discovered Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
Spyro was my childhood.
Before you became a PlayStation kid.
Yeah. It was because of Spyro 2.
Oh my god, Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. What was the silly thing in Golden Odd Job? That was the name. Having I think you could do all 4 players playing Odd Job, and it would be very funny. What the? What is this? Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Oh, for people in 1.0?
Yep.
Gotcha.
That could have been me!
It should have been me! Hmm. It's kind of fun watching how many people just put their real names. Or not their real names, but real IRL Earth names.
There's an Edward Elric.
Is there? Where? Edward... I missed it.
You missed it.
Okay, wait. Is it down or across? Okay.
It's on this. It's on this one. There
it is. Edward Elric. Nice. Edward Elric got isekai'd. We've seen Alphonse too.
Yeah.
And oh wait, no. There was an Edward Elric that's an actual Lalafell.
Yes. I have seen that one.
Yeah. What the hell is this? Looks like a bot name from Twitch chat. That's so many, dude. So many diacritics. That's crazy. Undefeatable. Interesting. I'm curious how many V names there are. Vagabond. It's all VA. How many people were 1.0 survivors? In a way, that's kind of like a bittersweet thought, you know? Because they made it past Parteno. And they're now, at least in some sense, they're in the game beyond that. They made it. Voin. What the hell is his name? Von Hyde Inorilin Ozink? Or the K's? I don't even know. There's always a part of you that wishes you'd played during 1.0. Yeah, I know a lot of people have that feeling. I also know that there are some people who were playing 1.0 and then they lost access to that account. Palpable.
Yes.
Then you think about it and go, yeah, no, I'm good. Because that required playing 1.0.
1.0 was... Ooh, it was an oof, but still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of my buddies is really upset at, I think, specifically Black Mage.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. Specifically Black Mage for 1.0. And I'm like, I have no context for that. I'm sorry for your loss. He came in during End of Heavensward era. Oh, so yeah. Technically speaking, we started around the same...
What?
What's a Bleach character doing here? Kurosaki Masaki. Anyway, yeah. So we started about the same time. I started, I think, directly when Stormblood started. Yeah. Right near each other. Yeah. Damn, my model goes wild when I move my hair. You also realize my model jacket has little scorpion feet. Thought it was just the part of the jacket. Well, well, well. They helped me skitter. Oh no. Oh. All these special effects. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I didn't pass out. Great.
What is it?
Am I gonna explain that? Oh.
It can't be. Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings, chaos and carnage!
Uh-huh.
It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
Okay. Can you tell me which one? Where the Hmm. No. How fortuitous that you're still here.
Cast Bahamul move.
One Hazaz move star.
Fanzad Lokpai ki had Aldorn Zur, Ukudorn. We next starve Chemuv. They only cause the horse ride ball.
Why don't we ever hear this language during Redacted? Oh good, we have the name now. Dawn? They planted the seeds already. Shadow? The seeds! Kind of feels weird that they're all, like, awaiting me. Aww.
Aww.
And then I cross my arms. Oh hey, the brothers that you guys are talking about. You were the one I met? No, it had to have been you. Brave men and women, all hoping to become the next me. Oh, I realize I should be talking. Whoops, sorry. There have been so many voiced cutscenes, I forgot. You come a long way since I first saw you run around the Wakened Sands. Who are you? I have zero memory of you. By the gods, to think that this ragtag band of idealists could lay the 14th low. 'Tis a tale straight from a storybook. I imagine my former associates would find most appealing. After all, what young ruffian hasn't at one point fancied himself a hero in the making? You to 90% of Realm Reborn. Aye, I think I may bring more than a few recruits back with me from the Twelveswood. And who are you? Oh, hey. We held a vigil at the church until word came of your success. I cannot express to you how relieved I... Wait, no, you had a high-pitched voice, didn't you? Ah, whatever. By your safe return, Varix. I think we could all do with a good rest, don't you? I know I could. Still haven't had time to think about everything that happened. About Nero and Gaius. You're an inspiration to us all, Varix. An honest-to-God's hero that never gives up, never gives in. And neither will I. I'll win Tataru's heart, see if I don't.
You go, buddy.
Yep. Best of luck to you, kiddo. Oh god, what was his voice? I know I was very surprised when I heard it. God, I don't remember. Watching you live the life of free adventure has helped me realize I can't keep putting off my dreams forever. I've been talking with Wedge about opening a workshop, independent of Garland Ironworks. Maybe in Vilbrand, I don't know. Working with the chief is great and all, but someday I want to build my own enterprise, you know? Well, have I got a society for you? One day I hope to become a hero to the people like you. A hero like Ahaba and Aldi were to me. Well, off we trot. Aww. You guys. We all decided to give you a special surprise welcome, just like the ones in Heroic Epics. Oops. Your story took many twists and turns, but you managed to get to the happy ending. Let's hope for more happy endings to come. So wait, what happened with the Primal? So a new era has begun. On such a momentous occasion, I find it good for the soul to tie up loose ends. What would I suggest you do? Why, the same thing you always do after accomplishing a task. Report to Minfilia. It ends where it begins, my friend. But no one prayed return. God, you've been La Habre for so long, I forgot what your actual voice sounds like.
Poor Thancred.
Yeah. He's been through a lot. And not even on his own accord.
He's the type who beats himself up over stuff like this. They really know how to pick him.
I realize I've been the cause of tremendous consternation, and for that I deeply apologize. But you haven't time to waste chatting with me. Minfilia is expecting you. This is Thancred. This is Thancred from the hit Twitter account. This is Thancred. Oh jeez. I'm forgetting how everyone sounds like. The land my master sheltered from oblivion hath been delivered unto a new beginning by the hand of the Warrior of Light. Thus doth history mark the passing of an era. The dawn doth brighten the sky, and shineth o'er this nascent age of hope. And though the clouds gather to mute the sun's rising glory, I would walk far with thee under its gentle glow. Welcome back, Warrior of Light. We, all of us, prayed for your safe return. The 7th astral era has dawned, setting in motion a myriad of new beginnings. I suspect our paths will diverge for a time. Have you said your farewells to the Scions? No. But I assume they will be passed along. There's like 300 characters to remember. I know. But given that, like, I spent a lot of the forefront of this playthrough voicing everyone I could, it's definitely something I want to keep trying, but at this point I have to acknowledge that some voices will start to blend, and that's entirely my fault. Where men go is one, there's light. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is the Papalima voice I was using. There is life. And where there is life, there is cause to hope. The light of hope shines brilliantly within you, Varix. I only wish my grandfather were here to see it. Well. You think I'm doing a good job? Well, thank you. This is amateur hour after all. Nodders. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it is mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of our realm, of this very star. Flying unlocked. Yeah, I may or may not have been doing that already, thank you. Remember, if you want to jump, jump! That's the wrong button. Flying unlock, let's go. I agree. Okay, so that means we're in part 5. Which means I need to pick a different class. Let's see, I did Dragoon, I did Ninja, did Black Mage. Did I set this up? Dancer. I'm trying to stick to the Realm Reborn jobs. So Dancer would be somewhere in Stormblood, but I also haven't played Dancer in a long time. Let's see. Oh, I did Monk. So 1. There are 4 parts that I've done. So I did this.
haven't done Bard.
Okay.
If you're planning to stick to DPS.
I guess I could play Warrior, too. Because I don't think I did either of the healers. No.
No.
What about Blue Mage? Look, if they let me do Blue Mage during story content, that would have been so amazing and fun. But no. It was not meant to be. What about Ninja? Ninja I did during, or like, I think the second I was able, or the second I unlocked Limsa, which I think was like level 15 or something. Because Ninja was the job that I played through all of Stormblood, I think. So I'll be returning to that, I guess, if I'm playing Stormblood. Yeah, I guess for now I'll do Warrior. Huzzah. Boop. Alright. New game plus. Oh, there's still 2 parts to this. That's crazy. Okay, okay. Did we really need to reload every single asset from here? It used to be longer. I know. I am glad that I'm not having to go through every single bit.
Varix, it pleases me to see you well. Do you excuse me for interrupting, Varix? My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana export has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this morning. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius van Balzar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches.
Oh, that's a mood.
Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldesian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. And the reason you're not asking them yourself is an additional 50 hours of content just to get to Heaven's Word was certainly a choice. 50 hours, huh? It's quite unthinkable. Hey. The nerve of some petitioners, engaging us as if we were a band of common mercenaries. Hey, 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 hey. Alfino? Alfino. What did you think of me when we first met? Hmm? Hmm? Anyway. I should be glad to refuse them all without a second thought. Might not have been in that amount, but it was in the same amount. I believe it. Oh, you look down, buddy. Recall you our meeting with the Admiral, shortly after the Leminsons sent word of the summoning of Titan. Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merrily that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and the beastmen had justly responded. That we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Leminsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justify their actions and absolve them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path that she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. I agree wholeheartedly. You didn't have to stand for this, dude. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have powers beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Varix. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? Don't give in to temptation, Ida. Come on. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles... Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Call it what it is. Where is Urianger? Oh. I'm dumb. 'Tis the lot of the powerful... Oh, jeez. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher a petitioner's machinations. Nay, while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, and our fortunes so finite. Ultimately a non-answer to the question, but fair. Papalima the best. He did have the most straightforward response. Also the most reasonable, too, is the very threat of being in service to the Syndicate would raise some eyebrows. This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Varix. Why'd I agree? I should chop you down for being insolent. Alphino, Varix, is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and so you shall have it. Minfilia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Uldar. Okay, I take it back. I don't have to chop you down. We must do what? So long as we remain within Uldan territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. Oh. No, I didn't realize that, actually. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied us until we cooperate. If Uldar is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Alphino wants to commit war crimes with no oversight. I mean, it's not untrue. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory, and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Uldar and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Uldar is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decisions... Starting to get tongue-tied. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. Oh, click wrong. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphino. I am sure you have some Familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no. I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Just that little bit of smugness for no reason. Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Leverix. Pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphino waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Sure thing. Confounded. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna guess. Flamin was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent, much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Sharlayan minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamin's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamin is alive and well. One of her informants, Father Iliad, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Lenosha at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gagaruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Well, off we trot then. The ARR special of walking 20 feet to start a new conversation. Yeah. It's like they plant their feet right here. I'm here. Talk to me. Cool. Go all the way here. I'm now here. Plant my feet. Talk to me. Alright, go goes. I'm gonna get more water. Hang on. Maybe that'll help.
Man, talking dries your mouth out so fast.
Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane, I mean Varix, what brings you to my humble resort? Flamin? You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ulda? Egads, woman. If I had known that, I would have changed it to my bedpost and never let her leave. What the fuck? Dude! You're in public! Also, don't do that! Oh, for shame. To think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say. A tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Mr. Gagaruju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if there any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. Excuse me. I'd be most appreciative if you could travel onto Wineport and do the same.
Fucking rich people, man. We're zooming. All right. Who am I looking for? Brooklyn. Oh, geez, hi. Well, if it isn't Varix, the savior of Wineport. To what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes. We did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. She is your quarry. Why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell it from 10. Why would he... Why would he address him like that? Didn't you guys already have an accord? Fall Guys. No. No. I guess not. Who's the other one? Yeah? You want to know if I've seen a Makoto lass by the name of Flamin? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long.
Jeez.
Accepting yourself, of course. Well, well. Thank you, Stephen, for being a beacon for me to head towards. So I'm guessing his dialogue would have been different if I was playing a male character. I see you've had a great... have had many grand adventures since last we spoke, Ferrets. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago? One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south to into Raincatcher Gully and head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Well, off we trot then. South into the gully. Oh, I guess that was the second bridge. Person. Man, that fight was hard, man. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gubu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make perfume, you see, and Flamian? I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you have already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. Oh, so now I'm a friend. The songstress of Ul'dah, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say, Asilia, is looking for you. Asilia? You are the very picture of health, milady. Yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me. More than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lenosha aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we have all that we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? It's good to see him suffer. That poor Gubu. It's okay. There are replacements. Although I'm sure it didn't expect to be cut down by a laser axe, so I'm sure that was a new experience that he can share in the afterlife. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. To be prayed returned. Oh. That was fast. If it only teleported like that more often. You're so right. Antecedent, you have a guest. Lamin? Vasilia? I haven't seen her like this in years, Varix. Oh, she was crying. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead. But what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me as I always knew they would. And so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and your cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your epic success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Cilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Celestia perfume. You remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again, just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. Alright, can't stand. Great flavors. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Varix, however. I could not have made it without her. I didn't do anything. Thank you, Varix. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you've kept it. My father was a member of the Olamegan resistance. When I was a child, he brought me here to Uldar. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive.
I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I fail to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know, about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamin as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Acelia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, and how much further you may still, must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You've succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what that may entail. Acelia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lamin. You built it once, Cecilia. You can build it again. And this time, we'll do it together. Truly? Alfino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions, and send word to the students of Baldesion. Preparations begin at once. Imminent relocation. It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there is so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would never have been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing, and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, Antecedent. Really, Alfino, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild in Revenant's Toll? I'm just glad not to see Royana here. It is an honor, antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alfino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Varix, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance? Slackborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. Steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. I see no reason not to. Well, well. It would seem your reputation precedes you, Varix. Perhaps I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you've traveled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us. And for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. My mouth is so dry. Ah, Varix. Were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alfino has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. Tea? You are right. I haven't had tea yet. Maybe after this cutscene. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the Waking Sands to the Rising Stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? That wasn't a no. I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Ravan included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the signs of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people might have a right to know who saved them. So you can be bribed? It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us. And we will rise to them, as we have time and again, united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamin to teach me the basics of mining too. Okay. I'm gonna go make tea then. Pardon?
me now because I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alfino, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slathborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road, and represent us well, Varix. And now, we say hello to more donuts.
I was told to expect a scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It's been far too long, Varix. You have something for me, yes? Quite so. Sorry. And to get that steeped. See now. Yes. Everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. I don't feel that's a joke. It's possibly a primal. Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. But I jest. Again? The same joke again? Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, have you been keen to having... You'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me. I'll show you around.
Is that you, Varix? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have the most urgent news. We've received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste.
She prayed us return.
Is everything quite alright, friend? Sorry, got a jet. Can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries. Rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return. You did it. Anytime after you've seen to your more pressing matters. He's a good guy. I like him. Wait, you're here? I was about to say. Not that I think it matters, but what if at this point in the story, after we've moved into the Rising Stones, they actually built an ether right here that you can't access until you hit this part of the story, but I think that'd be cool. At least to fit narratively. Oh, still out here. A messenger from the Twin Adder came from to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again, or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. What if I say no? I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Rama? Excuse me. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Varix. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicion... No, we did. We did, Rama. Oh wait, no, we did, no, I don't even remember what we did. Never mind. If there be truth in my suspicions, is a similar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianji says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Mongols guard beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence has been requested by Commander Hulois. He waiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Varix. Ida and Papalima will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Well, far be it from me to interrupt your fun time, so... Pleasure to see you as always, Captain Sill. Thank you for coming so swiftly. I can think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Yeah, I was thinking... Not long ago, the Muggle Kuplo Kop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Muggle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs. We would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Muggles. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Kop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Land. Whoa. I see what... You weren't having fun dancing over there? You love the Nidhogg weapons? I do too. They don't match with a lot though. Although, I guess I can't really say anything with me using, what's it? Using futuristic sci-fi weapons. For the most part, anyway. I just like the aesthetic because I come from PSO2. Alright, what was I? Warrior. Conjurer. I can get away with it with my glamour for warrior. Yeah, I believe it. The Horde battle axe is pretty huge. It's just the main thing that I'd want out of a weapon like that. It has to have a certain heft. A lot of the earlier axes are kind of like dinky, basically a double-headed hatchet. So knowing that there are weapons much later on that are really verging on like Monster Hunter hammer size is really cool.
You of the Scions have already arrived, madam. Shall I show you in?
Please. I felt like a twinge of sleepiness, so even though I made tea, I may like just drink it and start to wind down. Yeah, maybe after this cutscene. I don't know. What do the Mughals sound like? Have I heard a Mughal before? Higher pitched usually. I think I meant accent wise. Like I've given like a generic British accent to most things, but if there's a different one that they do end up using, I'd want to, but without knowing up front, I'm not sure what would be. I guess we can try.
Please, you have to stop them. But you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Mughals, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle... no. Firm thrashing is in order, yes, but... No. Calm yourself, Kuplo Cop. Can you not see she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witness outburst, sister. Kuporix. Most grateful I am that you have come, Varix, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplakov has brought us to us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moggelmog the 12th has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I cannot myself say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Mughal mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former.
Good King Moggelmog and his hog? You are so wild for that.
Once upon a time, we Mughals served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there. Unspeakably beautiful. Unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly
oh, so they probably are British.
Jolly difficult for the poor Mughals. So good King Moggelmog the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Mughals should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Moggelmog the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Mughals came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Moggelmog the 12th, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He
sounds like the Leslie Tiller from Hot Fuzz. It's like every single time she mentioned someone that something happened to, she was like God bless him. For every single one of these people, it's like every single time he mentions his name, he has to say something.
He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mughal might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand. That being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea?
It's a primal.
The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Mogulmog XII is a myth made manifest via the means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Muggles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he sort of just appeared? Would that even work? The naivety on display is kind of worrying. Ida, please. What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not seem in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought to the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, it is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Muggles Guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you the Mongols Guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Mogulmog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo. Verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Rama, you mean? May his glorious love fill our souls. Are you a Moogle? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Muggles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Moogle kind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Varix, confront good King Mogulmog XII and drive him from our midst. But of course. Humbly I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Mongols Guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumiyan of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further.
Oh, he's outside, isn't he? Okay. Good King Mogulmog being "this is Halloween" will never not bring a smile to my face. Okay. We'll turn this in and then we'll call it. I don't think I've voiced you before.
Welcome, Varix, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Mogulmog XII is of great comfort. To me and to the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Muggles are not by their nature a warlike race. Yet, should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary, and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. I have selected regicide. No kings. No kings. You're so right. I do see you're ready for summer. Ah. Ooh, that tea goes really nice down. 100% ready for summer. Nice. Oh, I see. What are those Fall Guy shoes? Those are the Fall Guy sneakers. Gotcha. That's cool though. So that said, thank you for joining me on my triumphs of sadness into the praetorium and its separated parts. I really do appreciate having company for these travels. And I also give thanks to Kaye, who left us earlier. And to all of you lovely people in chat. ARR base story down. Yeah. So that means next up is Good King, Moglemog, and I don't know what else is story. I'm guessing it has to be Shiva. And I forget the other one. Hard variant dungeons and some trials. That's fair. Well, the fancy new level 50 ones. Because now that we're level 50. But yeah. If I don't feel dead across the next few days, I might open up a stream myself, just for N64 nostalgia's sake. But at the very least, the next stream on Monday is going to be Hollow Knight still, as usual. I believe I'm just going to be in Chainsaw Hell for the foreseeable future of that stream. If I do an N64 stream, I'm wondering what I should play. Because we were talking about both Zelda and Star Fox, but I feel like Star Fox would be good as an arcade experience, just going through maybe like 1 or 2 paths. But it'd be a good test. I wonder if there's like a recompiled Star Fox 64. That would be cool. Just have it built as a standalone EXE. I've seen a couple of those. I think I've only seen the Zelda ones, and there's the multiplayer Star Fox 64. Be careful in streaming recompiled. I mean, I've seen a few people do it, but I guess it's probably not accepted.
Mario himself will show up my door. Yeah. That's okay. I play Ridley in Smash. Clear advantage. As shown in the trailer. Also, Mario dies in every trailer. Let's go. Alright, for real though. Let's see. So next Thursday should be more of this, and we'll be heading into ARR post game, which is a very wild thing for me to say. Really in Smash? Yes. I was so excited when when the announcement for Ultimate came. He's kind of like funky animation wise, but I mean, I've wanted him in Smash for so long that this is acceptable. Unless you play mods, but we don't talk about those. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. I always appreciate having you guys here. I might have said that already, but I'll say it again. To those who are watching the VODs, myself included, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And anything else I want to say? Thank you for enduring my rants. I know they don't come very frequently, but I appreciate that you guys are able to vibe with me getting petty at things. But yes. Thank you so much, everyone. And we're gonna call it here. We're bugging out.